Greetings guys, welcome to the channel. My name is DJ Odyssey, and on today's video I'm going to show you how I did this wonderful private school track like now, So I was busy with it, added some other things, and I felt like, you know what, let me just try and break it down for you guys so that you guys can know how to make something like this. Let's not waste time, let's just get straight into it. I'm going to tell you how it sounds.
Chasing highs to escape my lows. When the dust finds me, I'm ready to go. I've made my call to get my feels. Once again, my soul is turning trees.
So I'm gonna finish it right here, and then everything else will be explainable when I'm working on it, when I'm explaining. So without wasting time, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you like the content, and let's grow the channel, And on today's video, I'm using my Amapiano Essential Sample Pack 2. It's out, it's amazing, and you can actually make such music with it, especially private school, because I feel like that's where I specialize in the most. If you're looking to make bangers, there's some drums for that, but it's not a lot. I won't lie to you. The lot here is mostly private school. So without wasting time, I'm just gonna put it here, and then we start off with the drums. And these are the drums, and then we're just gonna do this. This is how the drums sound so far. So right, now let's start with the first thing is the drums here. They sound like this. So what I did is go to my packs and find one of my loops and actually load it inside the Fruity Slicer. And the Fruity Slicer would actually slice it up into a lot of drums. And then from there, when you get in there, you can now put it where you feel like it sounds dope for you, So you're actually building something from a drum loop so that it doesn't sound the same way, So that's what I did, the first thing. And then secondly, as you can see, it cuts off. Kind of cuts off, So to fill up the spaces, that's when I added the shaker loop, which is also from a sample pack, and it sounds like this. And from here, if you listen to the song now, with just these two, it sounds like this. It got filled up. So the shakers help to fill up the spaces that were left when you're creating the chops from the loop. And then from there, I added this. There's some percussions, and they sound like this. A nice percussion loop, and then a fill, which is mostly famous, which sounds like this. That's simple, and then you have full drums just like that, very simple. And then, so now we can move on to the keys. And they sound like this. They're very simple, not too complicated. A little bit, but not too complicated. I use Keyscape for this, custom warm. And then from here, another thing is that on Keyscape, you have a an EQ which cuts off the low frequencies, and then kickstart, which makes it have a sidechain. And then now you have Nexus. You go to one of the pads in Nexus. This is how it sounds. So this preset comes from single layer pads and it's called a sine pad #1. So it feels more soulful. It's basically used for private school mostly. And then I added arcade for the saxophone and it sounds like this. It's very simple. Just different types of saxophones inside that preset, and then makes things easy, you know. And then you can also find like a person that can play a saxophone for you if you don't mind. But I use arcade sometimes to find like some realistic saxophones, or you go to Contact and you'll find some nice saxophones in there. And I went to Flex. Sounds like this. Sounds weird and also sounds cool. So it's just a nice guitar from Flex. It's called the Bright Humbucker, whatever it's pronounced. And then that's it. And then I went to Purity. You know, got echo drops, and inside echo drops, it's just we just did this. Very simple. That's how it's done. And then you also have Citrus. You use Machine from Citrus, and it's like this. And then I went to Nexus. I wanted like a choir, like pet, like thing. So I was like, let me use Arms of Heaven. It's a choir, and it sounds like this. So with this, I had to do a lot of cutoffs as well. I cut off a lot of frequencies for this so that it doesn't sound too bright, you know. If it was just alone without the EQ, it would be like... So it's too bright. I didn't want it to be too bright. So if you want your sound not to be too bright, you cut off the high frequencies. And the lows was just to make sure that the bass of it doesn't clash with anything as well or become muddy. And then I went to Keyscape again just for a piano this time. The one I like, the cinematic one. Let me show you which one. The cinematic, and it sounds like this. It's pretty simple. Everything is just copy and paste of whatever that I've done before, you know. So that's how you make music, you know. Okay, now we're done with the synths, right? And then now let's go into the bass lines. Right, these are the 3 bass lines that we have. The first bass line that I got it from Kepler. It's an FL Studio plugin. It sounds dope. I'm starting to like it as well. And then the bass line is called Bass Guitar #2. And it actually sounds like this. All right, and that's very simple. And then from there we go to the log drum. So the log drum, as you already know, look at the preset, how it looks. The init, it's a little bit high, and the time and the sustain are at 4/2. The sustain is a bit close to 4/2 still. And then I increased the volume here, That's what I did inside this so that it can hit a little bit harder. But the only reason why the init is not too high is because I wanted it to have a sub fill instead of a knock fill. So there's a difference. If you want it to knock, let me do this. If you want it to knock, if you want this to knock, you increase this. You see it's a knock. And then if you decrease this, it becomes more sub. So now I put it somewhere around in the middle of it. And it knocks a bit, but it's more sub. And then that's how I did it. And then it looks like this. It's very simple. And then I added a sub. The sub is more. I added E flute also from DX10. And it's just copying what's on the log drum and pasting it on the E flute, and so that it can have like this type of a feel. It's just the sub base of it, and that's it. That's everything that I've done on the song. And then I just went to Loopcloud and actually found this amazing vocals. Let me see. They're from Future House. So they're just Future House vocals. And what I did with these, they were sounding like this.
I'm chasing highs to escape my low.
And I turned them into something like this.
I'm chasing highs to escape my lows.
If you listen to them, they're kind of different a little bit. And then just because I took this and took it to edit in audio editor, and from here come here and then go to time pitch, time stretch, and make sure you increase the factor cause a little bit, and then drag it back into your project, and it will sound a little bit different from how it was sounding. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel to grow. Don't forget to visit my store to purchase some amazing sample packs, Afro House, Amapiano, Deep House, and more. So if you're looking for some beats, hip hop-ish, some other type of beats, go to my beat store at beatstars.com/odyssey. So guys, I'll see you guys on my next video. I hope you guys learned something from this. I love you guys so much. So I'm going to play this from the beginning, and yeah, peace, man.
Chasing highs to escape my lows. When the dust finds me, I'm ready to go. I've made my call to get my fix. Once again, my soul is turning tricks. I'm chasing highs to escape my lows. When the dust finds me, I'm ready to go. I've made my call to get my fix. Yeah, my soul is turning trees. escape my lows. When the dust finds me, I'm ready to go. I've made my calls to get my fix. Once again, my soul